ask you about what's emerged, reported by Fox, as I'm sure you're sure to say, about Ms. Dubinsky, the ethics officer, contract extension, which would give her a lifetime pension, and the extension was given just as she discussed investigating Mr. Compass on the Central African Republic rape allegations. And I'm asking you this because the head of AIDS Free World and Code Blue, who you say you respect, as well as the Government Accountability Project, both find it an extremely troubling timing and say that it calls for, demands Secretary General bans personal attention, the idea of a conflict of interest, of giving $12,000 a year for life to the person that was investigating the whistleblower of these rapes.
Well,
What's your response?
Indeed, I respect them. I also very much respect the work that Ms. Dubinsky has been doing over the last 5 years. I know the Secretary General does as well. This is her last day. She'll be retiring as of tomorrow. I think the piece by my friend George Russell, whom I also respect a lot of people, I think connects all sorts of dots that are frankly not connected. I think in accordance with UN staff regulations and staff rules, the authority for the selection of staff members at the D2 level and above rests with the Secretary General, including the retention of staff members beyond the retirement age should the need arise. The Secretary General attaches great importance to the selection and appointment of senior managers as a priority seeks to have smooth transition during a change in leadership. We're not in a position to discuss individual staff members' contracts at the UN, has an obligation to ensure the integrity and confidentiality of all staff records. As I mentioned, her term ends today. Again, the Secretary General is grateful for her work, and I think what is also of concern, I think, is the fact that some of her personal data was leaked to the press, some personal information concerning her.
Who's the next ethics officer? If the rationale of giving the extension was continuity, who's
Well,
the ethics officer
we hope
now?
to announce someone in due time.
Has she been spoken with by the panel on these
I
rapes
don't
yet?
know. The panel is independent. I've made it a point to have no contact with them unless asked to, and I won't ask them who they plan to talk to.
And just finally, how do you reply? The Government Accountability Project, again a respected organization, has now said that 2 of the 3 panelists are not in fact independent because of the dangling of future UN appointments in front of the second.
I think the panel put together is an extraordinary panel. I think everyone can always find something to argue with. They are people of great ethical standard. They are people who've had great legal careers, have been outspoken human rights defenders, have done great reform work in the case of the Canadian Armed Forces. I would ask people to judge the panel on its report and to be a little bit patient and see what they come up with.